Fellas, don't drink that coffee. You'd never guess. There was a fish in the percolator. Sorry.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Fish in the Percolator. I am your host, Scott Meaney, and with me as always is my co-host,
Matt Chorney. Hi guys.
Hey Matt, how's it going?
It's going, Scott. It's going. I am very excited to watch our double long season premiere episode today.
I actually didn't even, oh my god, it is double long. All right, I will buckle up for this one then, because I did not realize this was double long.
Buckle up is the word for this one. Meanie, I feel I should have been warned about the second season. Not the latter half, but just how batshit insane this show gets right off the bat in the second season.
I feel like let's watch the episode and we could totally talk about that in the discussion portion on purefiller.com afterwards. But yeah, season 2 is pretty crazy before it gets to the bad episodes. But the good episodes are real crazy. So you should be watching season 2, episode 1, May the Giant Be With You. We're queued up on the Netflix at 00. We're going to press play in 3, 2, 1, play. Looking at a bird.
Yep. Hey, good. It's synced up right this time.
I feel like we should have just named this show Looking at a Bird.
Yeah, but it didn't occur to us to our 7th episode.
Yeah, but it's a good point, though.
Yeah. I don't know. I think our title works pretty well.
It does, but I didn't realize how often we literally just say, looking at a bird.
We got to comment on that. Like, it's now a thing. Like, I'd feel naked doing this show without referring to that bird.
If we had more than 1,000 listeners, which we do, we should sell T-shirts that just say, looking at a bird.
Birds to smokestacks. Fresh this week, usually on Wednesday. You know why I hate the opening? Looking at these the grinders, like it just reminds me of what I've done for the last 9 hours. So it's just kind of like, ugh.
Well, hey, it's to really set the mood for you. But we're wasting no time.
Mm-hmm. Change of opening, slight change of opening.
Very slight.
Yeah. Got some more stock footage apparently they didn't want to see go to waste, so. Or you know what it is? More names in the cast, so they had to extend it just slightly to get the names in, probably.
That's what I'm assuming.
So that 0 is really superimposed in there, huh?
No, I think they might have actually changed the sign. But yeah, they definitely wanted them to all of a sudden have 50,000 people in the town as opposed to 5,000.
That's funny as shit. Yeah, I feel we saw that waterfall like 30 seconds earlier in the last episode.
Yeah, definitely a longer intro.
Goddamn, dude. Like, I felt I was unprepared. Again, full disclosure for everybody, I watched the episode fresh, since these are the episodes I haven't seen yet, a day ahead of time before we do our live recording, just so I know what's going on while we watch and commentate.
And he will not be doing that for the big reveal episode.
No, I've been told the episode that I'm not allowed to watch past, so I will not be spoiling this shit for myself. But until said day, I will be prepared.
I anticipate that commentary being a lot quieter than all the others.
Don't hold your breath. And I'm just judging that on how much me and you like to talk. Got some dark, echoey music at the end of this now.
That was quite an intro.
Yeah. Well, I mean, double long episode. So he is bleeding. I say, knowing full well, having just admitted to watching this episode yesterday.
Oh, I love this guy.
This, really? I kind of want to punch him. Now, no offense to the elderly, but if somebody is this decrepit and this ununderstanding of a very obvious act of violence that you're looking at, you should lose your job. All right, Andy, we know. So, all right. Coop just showed that he's got the ability to talk, even though he's been shot in the gut. He can clearly hear that that's Andy on the other side of that phone. Don't you think he might want to scream, "Help, Andy! Send an ambulance"? This is... All right. I'm torn between feeling that this scene takes way too long versus
Thank
this
you
maybe...
kindly. I love it. Sorry, go on.
I'm torn between feeling the scene takes way too long versus this scene is perfect.
This scene is perfect.
I don't... Like, I want to scream at this man for Coop. He's clearly bleeding, you old fuck. Call 911. They just made it a year ago.
I think that's my favorite line in the series. I've heard about you.
You know what? I agree, but it's when he says it again 30 seconds from now.
Yep.
Like, I was questioning, like, was this part of Coop's dream or vision or whatever? But then we got later in the episode, there's a reference to this man being real, so it's not.
Nope, this guy's real.
Yeah. Go. Why is he there? Like, he's just fucking with Coop now.
That is definitely going to be the image I use for the feature.
All right, you fucking Six Flags dancing crazy motherfucker. Get out of my room and leave me to die. Like, so right off the bat, just popping off. Weird shit. Like, again. No, I'm not dead yet. You can't steal from me.
I love it.
What? This just batshit insanity popping off right at the beginning.
I love this show.
God damn. What is the point?
You told me, you said back in the beginning when this was all over, you were going to ask me why I love this show.
Is that the answer right
this
there?
This is why I love this show, man.
It goes from creepy cool to just psychotic in like just 1 degree. To save the planet, the galaxy is on Orion's belt. He says menacingly. Space. It's totally space. I'm an alien.
No, that's my favorite line. That's my favorite.
Oh, is that what we should have named the show? The Galactic Federation doesn't let me say anymore. Now, do they ever say what the significance of this ring is? Or is this just more crazy shit for crazy shit's sake?
Well, it's just his ring.
Okay. Wow, that was really direct, Giant Man. Unlike the other 3 bullshit things you said. I like him. He speaks in riddles, but he's practical and wants to get Coop help. God, I'd give anything for that fish on the wall to just start singing right now.
Meanwhile,
yeah, I'd also like to point out you don't pass out from a stomach shot. They hurt like hell. It'd be really hard for you to pass out.
Oh, yeah. I forgot all about this.
Oh, it just got sexy in this show. Ah, yes, the best type of incest. Force incest. Yeah, it's right, Jerry. Get psychopathic. Prove me right. Yeah. You don't know how delighted I was seeing this scene for the first time, dude. I'm like, oh my god, I might be right. No, we threw you out that 13-story building and screamed, fire it up the entire time.
New favorite holiday.
You know, I heard Lake Erie once burnt up from all the shit floating on top of it. Really would have liked to see that. All right, gonna go eat a baguette.
What year was The Crow?
99. It was sometime between 90 and 92. Like,
Really?
he must have walked, I think so. It's early 90s. Maybe 94. Maybe I'm jumping it a little too much.
I feel like
but
it's mid-90s.
Yeah, I suppose we can find out later for the talk cast. I kind of don't want to grab my shit to look right now.
No. Who cares that much?
I know. I'm just saying he must have walked off the set of this show to do that role. I don't know about you, but when I hire a hooker, this is exactly the type of behavior I enjoy. I don't like how Ben's just kind of digging this whole performance. A man who can't recognize his own daughter's voice in bodybuild, apparently. You have to spell out snag?
I assume the hookers don't know how to spell.
They don't know how to spell. They intentionally have second grade educations. Oh, that's terrible and dark. I'm sorry I made that joke. God damn it, Ben. You are one creepy motherfucker. Dealing with the fact she was almost raped by her father pretty well, I would say.
Well, they grow up tough in the Horn household.
Clearly. Or they break, like her brother.
Good point.
God damn, what did Ben do to him? And I can't help but think that if you could have just talked this much when Andy was on the phone, you would have been rescued much earlier. But not enough to prohibit you from getting up and getting help. So this is probably a good point to bring up, where I still believe that Jerry Horn killed Laura Palmer. I have no fucking clue who shot Coop, because whoever did it is brazen enough to shoot an FBI agent, but not smart enough to stick around and make sure the job was done.
Good point.
Also, there must be no one else on this floor, because that man did not use a silencer, and nobody's gone to check on poor Coop.
You know what? It's Horn's Hotel, man. A lot of stuff goes down here.
Like, I would say it's one of the Horns if those two weren't literally in Canada at the exact moment this happened. Damn, I brought my dreams into the physical world. Getting shot in the stomach, for one. I don't think that first request could be any more well done than what you already do there, Coop. You're the nicest fucking authority figure I've ever seen on TV. Well, you had your chance, Coop, and you fucked it up.
Great work, guys. Hello, hello.
I was going to say angels go, but hey.
That works better.
So fucking dumb. Getting shot doesn't make you this stonery.
I guess he's lost a lot of blood at this point.
But he hasn't. It's amazing that the tick is in that good condition, but yeah, sure, fine, whatever. So, according to how well and pristine that tick was, and how much blood was not on that bullet, I have to imagine that he just kind of got grazed, and Coop's a big pussy when he gets shot.
I feel...
Leo Johnson was shot, but not dead.
Nope.
I still say that's some poor storytelling, the way they pulled that off.
God. You don't even know yet.
I don't, but... the fuck was the Elks Club's members doing? Where the hell is this newfound sense of fucking strength coming from, Coop? Like, why couldn't you do this to get to the phone?
Well, it's when Bruce Lee taught him martial arts.
No, in that dream that we didn't see. The hell am I looking at?
Stock footage.
Yeah. Good Lord. That wasn't a mill footage we just saw. That was like a city block.
So anyway, the whole town's out of business.
Yeah.
Literally everyone's unemployed.
Mm-hmm. Not his cartilage. I don't like how he preludes the already give me that is the clue later. Like, that seemed like it was a little too much just to hand it to you, don't you think? Let's do the thing you hate. I know it's hard for you to find fault in the show, Meaney.
No, I think that's fine. That's completely fine if you feel that way. I don't feel that one's the strongest, but I feel like he was just kind of giving him some gimmies so he could give the ring back not long from now.
I'm still new. Just cut me some slack. I'm still new. I haven't seen them all like you.
Believe me, there is plenty of fault to be had when I'm like, that one's fine.
Don't worry, it gets worse.
There will be fault.
Much worse. Thank God she miraculously is coming out of that coma that she miraculously fell into.
Hey, season 2's got a kickstart, man.
Does it ever? This might be my new favorite episode, by the way.
Oh, it's a great episode.
It's so insane. Here we go. Let's get the wackiness starting off real strong. I'm going to go psychotic for no reason now. It's a good question. Like, why is she living there? So, like, at this point in the show, we're to assume that every resident of this town is having fucked up dreams, right? Because, like,
Basically.
it seems... Yeah, it's a constant. All right.
Oh, this is in my head for another year and a half.
Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la.
God, I love Ray Wise.
Oh God, I would love to hear the direction he was given for these scenes.
Ray, be yourself.
Now I want it crazier. I liked him better as a depressant.
No, I don't. I love all forms of Leland.
Leland, you fuck. By the way, Leland is a lawyer, like the only lawyer in town. I failed to realize that.
Oh yeah. He's the lawyer.
He's the worst lawyer of all time. But hey. I really wonder if that has any significance. And it gets even weirder from here. Speaking of plot, thanks for dumping yours right here.
What the fuck is...
What the fuck is this asshole's retainer? No, fire him. Fire him right fucking...
Look at Jerry.
Look at these idiots!
They roll right in.
Why? You failed to do the worm. God, they're all on fucking drugs.
They are the best company in the goddamn world.
Oh, God, dude.
Do you not want to work for the Horns?
No, I don't. I'll die. Like, the drop-off rate's terrible.
All right. I think it's worth the risk.
The Coke parties are fantastic, though.
I feel like the Coke party probably never stops.
Yeah, it certainly looks like it hasn't. God, he's right. There is a carpet. She's not that skinny, Coop. Don't have to be a dick about it. She's not in a coma. I suppose you could just ask her, but...
I never got this one.
Oh, this is the good one.
As usual.
Yeah, the one arsonist in town might be responsible for the one arsony act. Good job, Hawk. Yeah.
God, I love him.
Andy got dumber by worlds between the two seasons.
Yeah, he did.
like that was just like cartoon hijinks going on. Why is the sheriff dressed like a ghost?
God damn.
Like, what happened in the turn of direction in this show, man? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm loving it. I just, like, when did they decide, let's just go fucking
Maybe that's the feature. Damn it, I don't know anymore. God damn.
Yeah. Surf that invisible wave, Andy. Maybe we should call an ambulance for Andy. He's not acting right. Why is he dressed like a Ghostbuster? I know I like to buy the two at the same time.
Well, it just saves time. God, he is the best.
Oh, he's the worst. The worst.
He's both of those things.
He's not the worst. We've already established Bobby's the worst. Yeah, just popping off. Just fucking nuts. At this point, whatever was infecting Coop has now spread to the entire town, and everybody is now batshit fucking crazy.
I feel like we're now in the Twin Peaks that I always love. Like this is like I loved it before this, but man, no, when I remember it, it's this.
I think this is what everybody remembers is this insanity. Again, high definition not doing wonders for this lady's forehead.
Jesus, man.
Just saying. Well, next time you try to read a book, you're going to be sorry, lady.
That's your excuse every time anyone tries to read a book. Yes. Undoubtedly.
Yes, absolutely. Like, no question. Having a heart attack is not getting sick.
He had that kind of heart attack where someone hit you on the spine 5 or 6 times with a rock.
That's assault. That's not getting sick.
He had that flu that's going around.
Oh, jeez. Oh, if you listen to this a few years from now, that might either be hysterical or not funny at all. I don't know yet.
Yay.
There's some really big hair in this scene right now.
Please, we just got through the Palmer household scene, and no one said anything about that frizzy mess.
I don't think they're trying to play her off as young and attractive, though.
No.
These two, on the other hand, I don't know what's going on here.
Wigs.
Yeah, really bad ones. Now you, Norma. Yours is perfect, like always. I'm sorry, I missed that. Who dropped that off? We don't know yet, right?
No, it's just this came for you.
Yeah, not in the mail. Some freak left it. Yeah. Thanks, Norma.
In case they come to the only Starbucks in town.
I'll have something to say. My log will have something to say about this next episode, because this makes no sense and is a giant plot hole.
Not really. Excellent.
You fucking, what the fuck?
Yeah, this might actually be the best episode of Twin Peaks. You know, as I think back to it,
this is my new favorite episode.
It's pretty good.
It's everything the first episode should have been to prepare people. I can't help but feel that season 1 and probably the first half of season 2, I don't know, I've only seen 2 episodes of season 2, were all meant to be the one story. Because this feels like a mid-season ramping up of insanity, not a way to kick off a new season.
Oh yeah, no, it's totally nuts.
God damn, Albert, you're fucking good at your job. Seriously, Coop. Also, how did you bend the bulletproof vest?
He said it rode up.
Folded up was the wording. Not rode up, folded up. Like a fucking boss. You tell him, Albert.
God damn.
He's so awesome. Unlike this buffoon. I done a good thing. Either they cut down Andy's comb over, though. Give him some dignity, at least. By the way, I'd like to mention they haven't mentioned Teresa Banks since the first fucking episode of this show.
Yeah, but it's only been 8 episodes.
It's been over a year. It's between seasons. We've been watching this since the end of summer, dude. I had to go back and figure out who the hell she was.
They're gonna get back into it and explain what they're talking about. It's a smart show, man. Keep up.
It's really not. It's not at all. Speaking of people who haven't made appearances in a while. Hello, I'll be the allegory for the crazy shit in this town. I do have this ominous low humming sound that follows me everywhere I go, though.
When I go outside, it manifests as a rain cloud.
You know, grass browns and dies wherever I step. It's, it's a condition. People age rapidly in my presence. The weak and elderly are susceptible to heart attacks just being near me for 5 minutes.
Uh-oh.
Huh. Bye-bye. Where's the guitar coming from? Yeah, but you're the sheriff and the only real authority in this part, so what the fuck? Did she ever quit doing drugs before she died? I know, long-haired guy, kind of looks like an old Danny Trejo. You fell for it, Zoolander. You dumbass. Yeah, you put the heart in the coconut, Coop.
They've toned his hair down a bit, at least.
I will give it up for Zoolander. He's at least trying to act in this episode.
I feel like he's always been trying to act.
Well, he's pulling it off a lot better than he has for the last 8 episodes. He's still not doing it well, but he's pulling it off better. He kind of doesn't, but whatever. Who the fuck whistled? Was it Lucy? Did she whistle at her?
You know it.
God damn, like, gee. I love the way she's wearing more clothing. Makes her totally unattractive. Let me do the wolf whistle. Man, everybody's character, except Zoolander's here, is just taking drastic turns. They make Hawk do everything in this police station.
There's only 3 of them. What are you going to trust Andy with the keys?
Who was guarding Jacques then?
Sheriff, I let all the criminals out.
We're going to do a dance.
We're going to Burger King.
How did Andy pass the exams to become a deputy? Oh, damn, girl. No, you didn't. So yeah, I definitely gotta say, season 2, the soap opera ridiculousness is really cranked up in this show.
Yeah.
Just the drastic character changes that like make no sense at all.
Well,
the overacting, the long held out scenes.
Donna's thing here is a thing.
I believe it, but the style in which it's being done is definitely soap opera-y.
I want to throw out that the explanation of Donna's thing is really stupid.
But, yeah.
That's not really a defense, but this is a thing, but it's real stupid.
Oh, it's all a thing. At least I think it's all a thing at this point. I mean,
not everything is a thing, but this happens to be a thing.
My point being is I don't know which ones are or aren't, but it's like just drastic character changes in like 0 to 60 in this episode. Except for Zoolander here. He's still pretty much the same doofus. Meanwhile, in the same place. Sit down, Andy.
Nice.
All right. Close the blinds, Lucy.
God.
If he just pulled out like a dog biscuit out of his pocket and gave it to Andy every time that happened, like I can't help but feel the scene would be greater.
Imagine Andy is just perpetually farting, right? Like just all day he can't stop farting.
Sure, why not? He's clearly mentally ill. Why does he have a badge? It can go in there?
These are just photos of women standing. It's nothing really that shocking. Oh. Hello, my tender lamb.
No, he is clearly on something and has been on something for a long ass time. This is a giant ongoing thing that goes nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Let him have him, Bones. Stupid fucking Fed. It hurts suddenly.
I had a run-in.
Mr. Scientist. That's a load of shit, Coop. You got nothing on me. I dug that out of the ground. How is that obstruction of justice?
Sure.
Possibly. You know them truck drivers always driving around them Corvettes in the off season.
Okay.
Rub it in, asshole. And then I rubbed 3 out on the way. That cold night in the woods was valuable information there, Jacoby. Thanks.
I went to dig it up. I had hoped it was a used condom, but it turned out to be this locket. Imagine my disappointment.
Or at least to use tampons. Something.
I thought I'd found a treat, but here it is. Just a necklace.
All right, you had a heart attack. You didn't become a fucking poet, Jacoby. Just spit out the facts. Oh, that would be very convenient for you, Jacoby, wouldn't it? Remember the dead girl?
This is important.
Was it?
No.
Meanie, question for you.
Hit me.
When did it become normal to have security cameras in hospitals?
I would probably assume as soon as we had security cameras.
Yeah.
It's a small town, though. I assume they wouldn't have had the tech at that point.
Yeah.
They have one doctor and one lawyer, Matt.
And 3 cops that don't exist anywhere else but in the hospital that ran away during a fire alarm. They should be fired.
You know, at least there's you never get a speeding ticket in Twin Peaks.
I've noticed that. I've never seen a real car go by. It's either like a fucking it's either a cop car or it's a motorcycle for the most part. Oil, you say? I know what burnt engine oil smells like, I'll tell you. Oh, God damn it. Who let him into the second season? By the way, look at all the shit that's piled in the back of that hospital room.
Yep.
I'm gonna wheel this 7 flavors of mush out of the way. Ah! Oh, I would have loved if she screamed.
God, aren't we cute? Ugh,
They really try in this episode, don't they?
they do.
Like, I'll comment when it comes up, but there's almost a scene where you try to feel something for this shithead, and then it, like, the very next scene, it just goes to hell real quick.
I think in between seasons they really realized they're like, oh my God, everyone hates Bobby. Like, let's try and fix that.
Everyone hates both of these people because they are both despicable. I mean,
you've defended Shelley here.
Yeah, I didn't want her to die. Like, despite Shelley's trespasses, burnt to death in a giant fire, probably not acceptable. Just saying. Bobby, on the other hand, Bobby could have died off from this show. Okay. Yeah, you've done a bang-up job about it so far, Bobby. The eyebrows on this fucking kid alone make me want to punch him. Yeah, because nothing's sexier than tubes up the nose in a fucking surgical gown. How's the old Jim Norton joke go? I've seen sexier scenes in a slaughterhouse documentary than this.
That sounds close enough.
Turn down the serial killer eyes, Bobby.
Okay, let's keep it down for a week or two, though.
I have to run. You know, the truancy officer is going to be through here any minute. And nobody questions why he's not in school.
The hell are you doing here?
Why are you smoking in a hospital, Ed?
Wasn't a problem.
When did that become illegal?
Oh, definitely after this point.
Yeah. And he's doing it right next to a fucking fire alarm, too. That's what we're here for. Still don't really. Yeah!
Albert, he is not a cop. He will murder you.
Yep. Albert's still a federal agent, man. When push comes to shove, even though he might choose not to fight, I think he can defend himself. talking about the same crazy broad, Ed? No part serious, though. I'm right there with you, Albert. I do have to point out that Albert might be my most relatable character in this entire show.
Oh, definitely. He's the best. He's the most normal person here.
He's the only sane person in this show.
Even the sheriff is dressed like a Ghostbuster.
Yeah! He looks like a young Egon. And maybe don't fire at rocks, you moron. Oh, God. So they're just basically saying we're not going to charge this kid at this point, right? They're allowing all sorts of courtesies.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Hello, Cooper! First of all, ew.
Yeah, that is very gross.
Like, that's the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
That's fucking gross.
Right by the ICU, they just have they just draining the dead juice out of a body bag.
It's fucking gross. I'm pretty sure those things go through a fucking, like, sterilization process. What the fuck authority does the nurse have over the fucking kitchen staff? Maybe if you stop draining the dead guy juice into the fucking pots, we'd be okay. Everybody just dies of starvation in this hospital. By the way, one of the most decorated hospitals I've ever seen.
Well decorated.
Yeah. Har, har, har. We haven't run that joke into the ground. You're trying to make me feel for these two characters, and it's not happening, man. One, you haven't shown nearly enough of Norma to care. Is it just me, or does Bobby look like he would reek a BO at any given time?
Pretty much.
I knew a guy in real life that, like, up until this moment, I didn't realize he was mimicking Bobby's style, like, right up into his 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I know a few, Bobby.
We all know that guy, right?
Yep.
Haircut included, mind you.
I, on the other hand, have been living my entire life like the Major.
Really? You've been through the Stargate?
You know it.
I say that like if anyone's ever seen a picture of me, I'm just like a model fucking citizen over here.
Bobby, I know that's not comfortable at all. Just sit normally.
Yeah. Could you just not be so reprehensible for a minute, Bobby? So good, I decided to come here instead of home and eat one slice of pie. Let's hear it for Bobby, the first actual good question he's asked this entire time. Denied. The following scene almost reached me. And then they do a close-up of Bobby's face at the end, and it just goes straight to hell. Meaning, knowing you're hanging on the Major's every words right now. But I want you to look at the paid extras behind him. And the direction they must have been given was, don't fucking move. Do not look at each other. Do not even breathe. You're just mannequins.
Fair.
No one's even turning their heads. Like, it's just... Aw. Had a little worm in his belly. His eyes glowed red. He held a giant golden stick. Shot laser beams out the top. Tone it down, Poppy. He's still, Cameron's still on him. God, I really hope that means Bobby's dead by the end of this series. Gotta have this final moment with his dad here. I want you to know I'm kicking you out of the house and I'm writing you off entirely now.
Yeah. All right, so I guess I'll see you at home in 2 minutes then.
Yeah. Like, I really expected one of these two to die after this.
I'll need your sarcasm.
Fucking prick. I think Hank's like jerking off into the pies.
Bobby, you want to leave?
Women, right?
Am
Can't
I right?
live.
Crying man in a public space.
Can't live with him. Can't shoot him like I did Leo, saving your life last night. Har har har. Hank clearly saw Bobby, right? Or am I supposed to believe he didn't?
I forget. I actually think he didn't know that Bobby was there.
Didn't know that Bobby was there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Leo, he just swung axes in his house. As represented by this crawler. Oh, the donuts are the wind. I get it. And this is the setting sun, maybe? I don't know. God damn it, Andy. If you're the killer, I'm going to be so disappointed in this show. That is a fucking lot of donuts. Tax dollars hard at work, folks. And you fuck that. How do you sleep at night?
I don't know why you're all smiling at me. I just didn't want to up his ire any further. He's stronger than the regular man.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Not the bird. Jerry Horn. God, I hope it's Jerry Horn. I hope I nailed it. Man, I want a kitchen with 2 swinging opening doors to the pantry.
Yeah, why not, right?
I want a house that big. That's a big house this guy owns.
Well, maybe you should own the mill.
Fair point. He would be rich, right?
Yep.
Well, yeah. Well, your livelihood burnt down and the last thing you had of your brother, huh? That's kind of a bummer. Probably die of oxygen deprivation, too. drunk. Women, am I right, guys? Ha 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 ha. Bleh. The hospital really let this old man go and he's having this trouble breathing?
Well,
No oxygen with him? No caretaker? Wife presumed dead? I like.
they sent the sheriff with him. It's close enough to a doctor.
Oh, Pete. Thanks, Sheriff.
I mean, I can't quite imagine it, but you know.
I've been trying to fuck this FBI agent, dude. I know what it's like to have your hopes dashed. God help her miserable soul. Damn, Pete, you are a conflicted individual. But your armchair is fucking fantastic. I want one so bad. Blue Pack Lodge. So is it a house or a hotel?
I have no idea. It's never made
Yeah.
quite clear.
That's bizarre as shit.
Well, 3 people live there.
Oh, you're a fucking cannibal, aren't you, Jerry? You're just evil incarnate, aren't you? That's right. You keep being a creep. You're talking about cooking heads made me think of my daughter.
Oh, it's the guy from Knight Rider. Oh, it's you.
Good lord. The dad from Malcolm in the Middle has a mean streak, guys.
You know, it'd be a lot stealthier if you would turn the lights on and not build a fire for dramatic effect.
Now that fire is constantly going. It's one of those gaslit fires. He did fall right in front of you. You could have pulled the trigger twice. For all of our sake, Hank. Come on. I love how Jerry has to accept that because, yeah, Leo.
You know, Leo. That is fair. That
God
seems...
damn it, you're right. I do know Leo. Fuck. That's a solid alibi.
I'm sorry for accusing you.
Also, I can see the television with the fucking lines for you guys in the reflections of your glasses. You can totally see that TV with their lines up in the reflection.
Well, they probably aren't working with a teleprompter, but you're probably right on that.
There's a TV on set with a blue screen, and that's what's reflecting in their glasses. I could murder both of you in your sleep. Har, 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 har.
I'm literally the last piece of muscle in this town, so
Yeah,
really,
and what do you...
You're not going to call someone else to kill me.
I just shot the only guy you could possibly hire to take me out.
Yeah, I probably would have just not come back.
I believe we're not supposed to think she ever left. Like, whatever her name is over there runs a tight stable.
Blackie.
That's her name, Blackie?
Blackie.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah. That's... I see what they did there. And, yeah.
It really could be worse.
It could be. It's still not clever. Because in 1990, lesbianism was still frowned upon. And we both have nothing to say on this subject there.
Nope.
You have any of those 90s circular acne pads? I'm in desperate need of one.
I'm pretty sure those are freckles.
Yes, I don't know.
Those are definitely freckles.
I choose to believe it's acne.
All right. You don't need to be so mysterious about this. We are a charity organization.
You know you're giving food to, like, the disabled and elderly, right?
I'll drop off the package tomorrow at 9.
Okay. Just let's fall right off the crazy train right now. Hi. Who the fuck is she?
She's the other daughter. She's Donna's sister.
Okay. Yes. All right, rub it in there, fairy princess. Just fucking go tickle the ivory, will you? And is she another daughter of this family?
No, I think she's just the friend.
Okay. Like, everything about this is weird. You know, it's been 3 days since the funeral. We might want to wait a couple of weeks before we pull this shit.
Yeah.
Like, this seems a little, this is like a year anniversary sort of thing. You know, I find poetry that doesn't rhyme to just be lazy. It's so great that you find comfort in your stupid dream about our daughter's brutal rape and murder. So glad you could find peace, little girl.
I really thought this was going to be a little lighter.
Yeah, seriously, that's a heavy fucking room right there. Leland just eating it up, though.
Thank you very much for your disturbing.
I mean, I guess by this television show's logic, you're only like 9, so I'll forgive you.
Well, that was very dark. Thank you for putting me through it.
Yeah, but the fairy princess made it all okay. Well, we got to make this last 2 hours, so here's some filler for you guys. During the potato chip and walnut portion of the meal.
Maddie, stop looking so bored.
I don't blame either of these two. Well, that is the most pedestrian supper club meal I've ever seen. Oh, God. So 90s. Well, I guess the town's not going to go under. That seems like a really low amount of people. I like how his wife just like does not want to hear any bit of this shit.
No, she is not in the same boat.
Do they get into her story at all? Because like I feel we don't know enough about her.
We kind of do.
Like I'm gonna guess that she's sort of like a borderline alcoholic.
Kind of.
Yeah, but I don't know like to base that on because she's never drunk. She's just always drinking wine. Also, her husband's insane, and her daughter's dead. Again, I feel really bad for Mommy Palmer in this because it's 3 days since her daughter has been buried.
Yeah.
Slow it down, kid. You're going to give him a heart attack. Oh no, who would have thought this completely psychotic episode end poorly?
No, he just does that. He'll be fine in a minute.
Yeah, his head just cold booted. He's fine. Smelling salt. I mean, what happened? Do ya? What? I think we knew that a long time before then, Coop, but okay, sure. Or right now. I'm not sure yet. I think the doctor would have prescribed him some pain medicine at the very least. Jeez.
No, he didn't out of spite.
Yes, you know what? Fair enough.
My ribs hurt and my cartilage as well. Yeah, that's what you get.
I told you, fucker. You think I'm going to give you anything for that? You get it through IV or you don't get it. She's literally praying to Cooper. You or the 3 police officers that found you might have investigated your room a little bit and found that letter under your bed. But you know, Twin Peaks. I'm just pretty sure I'm going to end up raped and dead at the end of this one, guys. Here's an idea. Get dressed, sneak out the window, and get away. They only have the one security guard.
Tank, I need an exit.
Wax on, wax off. I'm crushing your head. Yo, wake the fuck up, man. I can only be here for like 5 minutes. God damn it. No, you're not. There's a gun right behind you, Coop. So sound advice, space alien from my dreams. Your breath mint. Go back to bed. What the fuck was that? Like, I would say this is Aliens, but you've already let it slip before and said it wasn't Aliens. So, I don't know. I'm not saying it was Aliens, but it's Aliens, man.
I don't want to say anything.
Okay. Meanwhile, like, they're just swan diving into the... You can no longer take this as New Age mysticism. There is fucking supernatural shit afoot. Danny Trejo's loose! Man, the massive flashbacks can be a bitch sometimes. They try so hard to make Bob scary, and
dude, I think Bob is terrifying. You're out of your mind.
He's a goofball, dude. He's a fucking goofball.
Ridiculous. Whatever. We'll get into this later.
She's just gonna keep on playing while we try to talk, isn't she?
Fair enough. Well, that's been this episode of Fishing the Percolator's commentary. We'll be doing our discussion podcast. You can catch that tomorrow. So thanks for joining us. I've been Scott Meaney.
I've been Matt Chorney.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
See you next time.